So for those of you that were attracted to the topic of this webinar, but really aren't familiar with Clarity Software Solutions, Clarity is a company that's based out of Madison, Connecticut, so a small coastal Connecticut town, about 18 years ago. So very established player in the industry, and for the entire duration of that timeline, we have been one of sort of the preeminent vendors and partners to the health plan industry to data manage and then print and fulfill what we think of as traditional healthcare correspondence. I've got just an example of these things up here, but when you get your ID card in the mail and whomever you have, and in your cases, who you likely are employed by for your health insurance, very likely that Clarity is the entity that we're working with you on the back end to actually do that, that print and distribution. So that gives us a really interesting footprint in touching a lot of members on a really periodic basis without it being an exceptionally high variable cost from a marketing perspective. So we know that things like 1095s and explanation of benefits documents and ID cards are by and large going out to many, if not most, members every year. And that is one of the reasons that Clarity, and from where Sarah and I sit in more of an innovation department, really said, if we as an industry have this challenge of getting more visibility to great assets that can help a member be healthier, Clarity's in a really interesting place to put all of those benefits in front of members more often by way of some of these things that we do. You'll hear us talk a lot about multimodal engagement. We are definitely not of the mindset that the be-all end-all of communications occurs through these print modalities. We're going to talk a lot about text, a lot about email and so on, and making sure that these are multimodal strategies. But this is really where our footprint allows us to talk to a huge amount of membership throughout the country. And over the past few years, the work that we've done has really given us some nice insight and perspective about how to develop those engagement strategies by way of these products, which we know you all administer.